Have you ever wondered where the term Middle East originated from and why? Well, let's dive into that. The term Middle East is relatively new, having been coined in the early 20th century by American naval strategist Alfred Thayer Mahan. It was a strategic term used to describe the region lying between the Far East and the Near East, essentially bridging Europe and Asia. The geographical boundaries of the Middle East have always been somewhat fluid, but generally it spans from Egypt in the west to Iran in the east, and from Turkey in the north to Yemen in the south. This vast region includes 17 countries, each with its unique blend of cultures, religions and languages. The Middle East has always been more than just a geographical concept. It's a region steeped in history and cultural richness. This is the land where civilizations were born and empires rose and fell. For centuries, it has been a crossroads of different civilizations, from the ancient Egyptians, Persians and Mesopotamians to the Greeks, Romans and Ottomans. The region's historical significance is immense. The Middle East has been the cradle of three of the world's major religions: Judaism, Christianity and Islam. It's where writing was invented, where the wheel first turned and where the first cities were built. But the Middle East has also been a focal point for conflict, both in ancient times and in the modern era. It has been a battlefield for empires, a hotspot for geopolitical struggles, and a melting pot of cultures, all of which have shaped the region's unique character. The term Middle East has evolved over time, reflecting shifts in global power dynamics. Today, it's not just a geographical term, but a complex tapestry of politics, culture, religion, and history. So the term Middle East is not just geographical, but also political, cultural, and historical. Can you imagine that the Middle East was once the cradle of civilization? Indeed, the Middle East has been home to some of the most influential civilizations in human history. Let's begin with the Sumerians, the pioneers of civilization as we know it. Emerging around 5,000 years ago in what is now southern Iraq, they were the first to develop a system of writing called cuneiform, bringing us out of prehistory and into the realm of recorded history. Their inventions, such as the wheel and the plough, forever changed the course of human life and set the stage for future civilizations. Moving to the west, we encounter the ancient Egyptians. Renowned for their monumental architecture, such as the pyramids and the Sphinx, they were a testament to human ingenuity and determination. But their impact goes far beyond their grand structures. Their development of hieroglyphics and a complex system of gods and goddesses deeply influenced their contemporaries and future civilizations alike. Further east, the Persians emerged as a dominant force under the Achaemenid Empire, encompassing a vast territory from the Indus Valley to Egypt and Greece. The Persians were known for their tolerance towards the cultures and religions of their conquered lands, which fostered a rich and diverse culture. Their royal road system, a precursor to the modern highway, facilitated communication and commerce across their vast empire. These ancient civilizations were not isolated entities. They interacted, traded, and often clashed with each other, leading to a rich tapestry of cultural exchange and conflict. Their innovations in writing, architecture, governance, and more laid the foundation for our modern world. From the Sumerians' cuneiform to the Egyptians' pyramids and the Persians' efficient road system, the ancient Middle East was a vibrant hub of innovation and culture. These civilizations not only shaped the Middle East, but also left a profound impact on the world. Their contributions to human history are still evident today, in our languages, our systems of government, our technology, and our culture. These ancient civilizations have left an indelible mark on the region and the world at large. Did you know that the Middle East is the birthplace of the world's major monotheistic religions? Our journey through time takes us to the birth of monotheism, the belief in a single, all-powerful deity. This revolutionary idea was born and nurtured in the Middle East, giving rise to three of the world's most influential religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Let's begin with Judaism, the oldest of these faiths. Judaism emerged in the 2nd millennium BCE, tracing its roots to the covenant established between God and Abraham. The religion's central tenets are encapsulated in the Torah, a sacred text that has guided the Jewish people for centuries. Judaism's profound influence spread far beyond its followers, laying the foundation for the other two monotheistic religions. Next, we turn to Christianity. Originating from Jewish traditions in the 1st century CE, Christianity centers around the life, teachings, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. It rapidly spread across the Roman Empire, eventually becoming the state religion. Today, Christianity's influence on the Middle East is seen in its vibrant communities, historic churches, and sacred sites. Finally, we explore Islam. Founded by the Prophet Muhammad in the 7th century CE, Islam spread quickly across the Middle East and beyond. The religion's teachings, encapsulated in the Quran, emphasize unity, mercy, and justice. Today, Islam is the dominant religion in the region, shaping its culture, laws, and societal norms. These three monotheistic religions, born from the heart of the Middle East, have left an indelible mark on the region. They have shaped its culture, influenced its politics, and formed the foundation of its societal norms. The Middle East, in turn, has been a crucible for religious thought, acting as a conduit for these faiths to reach every corner of the globe. The Middle East's religious richness has shaped its identity and continues to influence global religious thought. What if I told you that the Middle East was once under the rule of a single empire? Yes, we're talking about the Ottoman Empire, a realm that left an indelible mark on the region's history, politics, culture, and economy. The Middle Ages, a time of knights and castles in Europe, was a period of dramatic change in the Middle East. As the Byzantine Empire waned, a new power rose from its ashes, the Ottoman Empire. Originating from a small Anatolian state in the early 14th century, the Ottomans rapidly expanded their territories, eventually reigning over a vast empire that spanned 3 continents. The Ottoman Empire was not just a military powerhouse, it was also a hub of culture and learning. The Ottomans were patrons of arts and architecture, leaving behind a rich tapestry of mosques, palaces, and libraries that still stand today. The empire was a melting pot of different cultures and religions, with Muslims, Christians, and Jews living side by side, contributing to a vibrant and diverse society. The economy of the empire was another of its strengths. The strategic location of the Ottoman Empire, straddling the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa, allowed it to control key trade routes, bringing prosperity and wealth. The empire was a key player in the Silk Road trade, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between the East and the West. But like all empires, the Ottoman Empire had its sunset. By the late 17th century, it entered a period of decline marked by internal strife, economic difficulties, and military losses. Despite attempts at modernization in the 19th century, the empire couldn't keep up with the rapid changes happening in Europe. The final blow came with World War I, when the empire sided with the Central Powers and was partitioned by the victorious Allies in 1922. The Ottoman Empire, a significant part of the Middle East's history, has left a lasting legacy on the region. Its influence can still be seen today in the Middle East's politics, culture, and economy. The empire's rise and fall are a testament to the dynamic and complex history of this fascinating region. How did the Middle East transition from being colonized to gaining independence? Let's dive into that intricate period of history. The 19th and 20th centuries were a tumultuous time for the Middle East. The region was a chessboard for European powers, particularly Britain and France, who were seeking to expand their empires and secure their interests in the wake of the Ottoman Empire's decline. The Middle East was carved up into spheres of influence, with arbitrary borders drawn that disregarded the region's ethnic, religious, and cultural complexities. This period of colonization was marked by exploitation of resources, suppression of local cultures, and imposition of foreign ideologies. However, the seeds of resistance were sown during this time. The spirit of nationalism began to grow among the colonized peoples, inspired by the principles of self-determination championed globally after the First World War. Movements for independence started gaining momentum. Throughout the 20th century, country after country in the Middle East began to shake off the shackles of colonial rule. Yet the road to independence was fraught with challenges. Conflicts arose over territorial disputes, ethnic tensions, and ideological differences. The struggle for independence was not just a political battle, it was a cultural and social revolution that sought to reclaim the region's identity and sovereignty. The legacy of this period is profound.